Friends, I am here today to speak to you about a matter of great concern. In a few days, we will complete 5 months of telecast of day and night news. I must say that it has been a roller coaster ride. True to our initial fears, we faced lots of hurdles in distribution of our channel. In order to reach you, we signed carriage agreements with cable networks besides the direct-to-home platforms. For Punjab, Chandigarh and some other areas, most of the cable network is in the hands of the Ludhiana-based Fastway Transmissions Private Limited, whose CEO is Mr. Gurdeep Singh. Accordingly, we signed a carriage agreement with Fastway Transmissions and we began our telecast on August 11, 2010. The inaugural function was held at Chandigarh in the presence of the Punjab Governor and UT Administrator Mr. Shivraj Patil, Punjab Chief Minister Mr. Prakash Singh Badal, Himachal Pradesh CM Mr. Prem Kumar Dhumal, Punjab Deputy CM Mr. Sukhbir Singh Badal and others. Expressing apprehensions of efforts to control airwaves, I had during the inaugural ceremony hoped that being the Democrat that he is, the senior leader in Mr. Badal would ensure that nothing of the kind happened in the region. I must state here that it was with some difficulty that we were put onto the cable network in Punjab and Chandigarh. Despite a clear understanding with Fastway Transmissions, we have till date not been put on the digital platform of Fastway Transmissions. What is more, we have been blacked out or muted out more as a rule than as an exception during the past 3 months. In fact, trouble for us began when the former Finance Minister of Punjab, Mr. Manpreet Singh Badal, resigned. True to journalistic practices and ethics, we too, like all reputed newspapers of the region, gave the events involving Mr. Manpreet Singh Badal the coverage it deserved. Very often, the video of our channel was disturbed. When we protested and wrote to the Union Information and Broadcasting Minister, Mrs. Ambika Soni, the INB Secretary, Mr. Raghu Menon, wrote to the Punjab Chief Secretary, Mr. Subodh Agarwal, asking him to inquire into our complaint. Mr. Menon also wrote that similar complaints had been received regularly from the state of Punjab from different quarters, including those from MPs, MLAs and other elected representatives. I don't know the status of the inquiry that was directed by Mr. Raghu Menon to be undertaken by the Punjab Chief Secretary. Then on December 15, 2010, when we ran a report on the Youth Akali Dal patron and former Punjab Minister Bikram Singh Majithia's meeting and rally at Mohali, from which supporters started walking out when he began to speak, the cable carrier switched us off. Then we faced the cable carrier's hostility again on December 22, 2010, when he blacked us out for showing Punjab Congress President Captain Amrinder Singh's roadshow in Punjab. The cable carrier first blacked us out and then muted our audio on December 25, 2010 without any apparent provocation. It also altered our slot on the cable spectrum without any intimation to us. Our audio has not been restored for almost a fortnight now, in spite of the fact that we have been paying Fastway in advance for carrying our signal. This drew hundreds of protests from viewers, which is what has encouraged us to carry on and take the fight to its logical conclusion. We had taken up the issue with Fastway Transmissions and the message from them has been more than clear. They have not told us that so far you have seen us doing this only in Punjab. We will and we can do it in Haryana, Himachal Pradesh and J&K too. I would like to mention here that we have been fair in giving due coverage to all political parties. In the 5 months that we have been on air, we have not only reported news developments fairly, our endeavor has been to give a voice to the region. What is being done is a clear violation of the mandate of law under the Cable Act that makes it obligatory for Fastway to carry our signal without any interference of any kind. This is also a clear assault on the freedom of the press, which is guaranteed to us under Article 19(1)(a) of the Constitution. Since this has also happened with other channels before, we therefore demand a time-bound inquiry by the Central Bureau of Investigation to get to the bottom of where this interference is coming from. Besides, we are writing to the Press Council of India, the Editors Guild and the National Broadcasters Association to inquire into what is going on. Meanwhile, we have sent a legal notice to Fastway Transmissions for the illegalities they are committing. This is a challenge that we had anticipated, and we are determined to face it squarely. As I said at the time of the launch, no one can stop an idea whose time has come. I think the time for the citizens, readers and viewers of the region has come to have credible print and television news media choices and not live on filtered political propaganda. Since the cable mafia, which is active in Punjab, Chandigarh and some nearby areas, is threatening to expand its nefarious operation in other areas as well, I appeal to the constitutional authorities and all those who believe in the right of free speech and expression to stand up against the cable mafia, which is trying to stifle the voices of free speech. I have tremendous faith in members of the civil society and other citizens with a conscience. To those who wish to sit back and watch, I want to recall what the German thinker and anti-Nazi theologist Martin Niemöller once said, quote, "They came first for the communists and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a communist. Then they came for the trade unionists and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a Jew. And then they came for me, and by that time no one was left to speak up." So, ladies and gentlemen, make your choice. Thank you.